Good morning, welcome back to my YouTube channel, or if you're new here then welcome. I hope you're all good. Fully in the swing of things again with weekly diaries, which I am so buzzing about. You know we are when I start the vlog in my car. If I look a bit frazzled, it is absolutely hammering it down, but like that sheety rain that like gets you really wet but doesn't actually feel like it's raining. And so my hair is just a lost cause this morning because of that. But how are we all? It is Wednesday, I think, and I thought we could spend the day together today. So not like a full week, so I've not got a lot going on this week. But I thought we could just spend the full day together today. I love like a daily vlog, just seeing what people get up to. Yeah, I've got like a really chilled week this week of just like catching up on like life a bit. My boyfriend gets back from a stag do tomorrow after being in Marbella for a few days. So yeah, the end of the week will just be pretty chilled and boring. So I thought today, while we've got at least a little bit something going on, I'll pick up the camera and we'll do like a daily vlog. I just really quickly want to say thank you so much for such gorgeous comments and even messages after last week's vlog. Not only you guys helping me with the dress decision, it's a weird one. I think the fit of it like lets it down like on me, but you know, this is just a huge saga now, isn't it, trying to find a dress for our friend's wedding. But yeah, not only just you guys saying that you think it looks fine and you know like I should have like more confidence in it, but also obviously I mentioned towards the end of the video about like my body confidence at the minute and having like body image struggles, and I had so many gorgeous messages just saying, well, just you know the usual thing that you'd say to that, which actually wasn't my intention with it, because I just think it's just even important for somebody who does go to the gym often and is in like a routine with moving their body every day, that we still have these moments. And it was just more like I feel like I should still share when I'm feeling that way. I am feeling better already from last week, because this week I've been really strict with my food and I've been feeling really good in the gym. Like some sessions are just like, fuck's sake, like what even am I able to lift here? And then other sessions are like really good, and I feel like I've felt really good for the last week since like the last vlog, and had a lot more like positivity around like progressive overload and you know that kind of thing, and not feeling like I'm stuck in the same place in the gym, so that's good. So I feel like it was probably just a bit of a down week. Yeah, just wanted to say thank you when it come to like that part of the vlog where I was talking about that. Like thank you so much for all the lovely messages, because even just with the dress situation, like I don't have a sister, right? And honestly feel like you guys are like a very sisterly community to me, because you know when you normally like call your sister into your bedroom, I'm guessing if you've got one, and be like, oh like what do you think of this dress, or like what like blah blah blah. I don't have that, and I spend a lot of my time obviously alone, as we know. So you guys are literally like such a like go-to place for like advice or like just like general chit chat support, you know. So as much as you guys say, oh you, like this is my comfort channel, which by the way is the world's biggest compliment, so thank you, you guys are equally a comfort for me, because without asking your opinion on that dress last week in the vlog and also in my broadcast channel, for those of you that came to watch the vlog from there, I don't know what I'd have done. I would have still been umming and ahhing about the dress, and that's what I just love about this platform. So thank you so much. And speaking of movement and blah blah blah, I'm actually on my way into Chester this morning and I'm going to hot pod yoga, which I haven't stepped foot in that hot pod for a long time, so it's going to be an interesting one. But the reason why I haven't been, and obviously like Pilates became, like reformer became such a big part of my life last year, was obviously when I was unable to weight train because of everything that happened with surgeries. You know, Pilates kind of like slotted into my life then, because I was allowed to do some sort of movement, but you know, essentially like body weight or resistance weight. And it couldn't have been hot pod, purely because obviously a lot of what was going on when I had the 3 surgeries last year was like a wound issue. So the one thing about wounds is they love dark and damp places. Now the fact that it's already in like the crease of my underboob, obviously where your incision is already a dark place, so it already loved the fact that it was like a dark place. Like wounds heal a lot more when they're out in the open in places on the body. And obviously like hot pod, you sweat a lot, so I couldn't go to hot pod because it would have just did to the fact that my wound wasn't healing, because I was having to keep it like uber dry with like alcohol wipes and that kind of thing. So now that we are fully in the clear, like thank the Lord we are fully in the clear with everything. Like what an absolute journey. Like I've got one boob that's, God, over a year old, 9th of May, and then this boob, obviously the last surgery on this side ended up being the 20th of December. So yeah, just before Christmas. So they've just been at like completely different healing stages, but I feel like we're finally there and they're both like up to speed and up to scratch with each other, which is great. So I can actually start going back to hot pod, because I don't think it's going to matter how much I sweat under my boobs now, because I think the incisions and everything is all fully good to go, to the point where I can actually start using some scar cream on the right hand side now, because obviously it got cut into 3 times last year and then once 12 years ago when I got my first BA, so the scars obviously aren't looking great naturally, so I'm going to start using some Scar Sil. So I feel like we're fully over the line. I'm going to go to hot pod for the first time, and it's something I used to love. This 10 a.m. class on a Wednesday is now 8:57, so early, so I'm just getting into Chester, but I'm going to go and get a coffee and just sit with my thoughts this morning. The 10 o'clock class by a guy called Matt used to be my favourite thing. It used to be like my 1 day a week outside of like weight training, so it was like an active rest day, and I felt like they went so good, like hand in hand, because it like stretches your body so much, doesn't it? I'm really looking forward to it. I'm in really good spirits this morning because I get to go and do something that I haven't done in so long that I know that I love. And it's a rainy day and I've got a sweater on, and I just feel like, I know I've still got like a trip coming up to Ibiza, so I've still got like summer pending, but I know I said it last week, but I'm just ready for cozy season. Like, I am so ready. When you are getting ready for bed and you've done your skincare, you've had a fresh shower, and you're having an early night and you're about to put like a series on, and then it's also raining outside and you can light a candle, and like the weather is going with the vibes, I actually love it. I actually love it. I am a summer baby through and through, don't get me wrong, but the one thing I think the UK is good for is cozy season. I think we do that very well. Guys, considering it's 9:13 a.m, I thought this car park would be rammed, because it normally is for like people in work and stuff, and then I realised it's 6-week school holidays, so maybe people have got time off, which means Chester shouldn't be as busy as a whole, which is always good. Wow, I forgot how much crap that was in my boots. Let me just go to the tip. Also, is this probably a bit dramatic? I feel like it might be. Got a flat white with oat milk. That's what I tend to get if there's a place that doesn't have matcha. I just love a flat white, to be honest. Because I'm right near the bus station, it's a great people watching spot, but you can kind of see there, see that church poking up? That's where I go to hot pod. So it's a very convenient little spot actually. Really, I think people will spot me a mile off with this brolly, don't you? I was just walking to Bean and Cole. I'd normally go and grab a coffee, and then I saw this. I haven't seen it before, so we're going to go in here instead, considering it's raining. It saves me a 5-minute walk. It's fully giving me the cosy coffee shop vibes with this music. Ah, so cute. Let's try it. That is unbelievable. Wow, that is a great flat white. Not easy to make. Literally the drowned brat. The music. It's the fucking music for me. Literally so cozy and happy right now. Is this not the cutest hot pod you've ever seen in your life? Oh, I have missed this so much, honestly. Little on our active set today. Is that hello stranger? What are you doing here? Electrolytes. And a towel. Because Lord knows I need it. I forgot how bloody hard hot pod was. Well, actually, it's probably just the fact I've not been in over a year. And I am so unflexible. Like my joints, my hip flexors as well. I was like, what on earth is this mockery? What, you want to go in your bed, don't you? He loves it. You know when you guys see me sit here filming, he's just behind like the tripod in his cozy little bed. Like, he just loves it. I feel like you're getting like a live vlog view. I'm a bit worried about them for the past couple of days. Because obviously with everything that happened with his seizures last year, with everything that happened with his seizures last year, he then came off his steroids, right? Oh, so good. I've got water, ice and 3 slices of fresh lemon. Can't beat it. So good for your digestive system. But yeah, anyways, obviously he came off the steroids, right, because he's been going to the neurologist in SATH, and God, it was like a full year of like MRI, spinal taps, like, you know, he was getting shaved all the time, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so they took him off the steroids, didn't they? So that was all fine, like, so far so good. Obviously we weaned him off, introduced another medication, took over that, and then weaned it off the new medication. And so far so good off all meds with regards to the growth on his brain, the fluid on his brain. It has completely shrunk down to a size that shouldn't make him fit again. Anyways, so what used to happen when he would have a seizure, he used to come up to me, like, if you know Bumper, which I feel like you guys do, he likes his own space, right? For a Chihuahua, like a lap dog, he ain't that way inclined. Like, he's so, like, unless I come to you, like, I just want to be left. That's why he's such an easy dog, really. Like, what would happen before he'd have a seizure is he would come up to me and, like, sit on my lap, or like paw up my chest, or like he knew something was coming on. And that's what used to happen. Anyways, last night, so kind of like yesterday, I kind of noticed he was a bit off, like not himself. And then last night, all night, he wouldn't rest his head down. Like, he would lay flat or lay on the side. There's a little tiny fly in here. And he wouldn't rest his head down, like, completely. And that was like another sign of like when he was feeling a bit like weird. So I was like, oh God, like, what is it? And then he was coming up to me and doing that thing, and I was thinking, please, for the love of God, do not have a seizure. Like, it took us so long to get to this point to be able to take him off all meds with this incredible neurologist. Anyway, I've realised then, because of like how he was lying and like how he was carrying himself, it was actually his stomach. Like, I think he had a bit of constipation last night. I mean, don't we all hard relate? And if you know Bumper, he has to take like a probiotic. He takes like the Vet Pro digestive function paste. So whenever his stomach's like being a bit weird like that, it happens like once a month where he gets a bit constipated. I think it's because he's so small. He just has that paste on like a treat, and then he'll have like boiled rice and chicken, which is what I gave him for breakfast this morning. And yeah, he's right as rain, but like literally yesterday I was panicking that it was like a seizure coming on, because he was doing that thing like where he comes up to me because he doesn't know what to do. But then I realised it's his stomach, and I was rubbing it and he was like, he's like relaxing. But yeah, he's absolutely fine, thank God. Like, I was a bit antsy yesterday. No, all good. He's absolutely fine now. Anyways, I am home from Hot Pod, if you didn't notice, and I'm fresh and showered. I kind of just like left my skin to be. And I've scraped my hair back because I'm gonna do a hair wash day tomorrow after I train legs in the morning. So even though it was quite literally a sweaty mess, it just had to be scraped back. But really weird. I don't know if anybody else is like this, but my best friend Fern and I, we're like two peas in a pod when it comes to this, because we're the exact same. But our like most confident version of ourselves is when our like hair is scraped back. Like, that's how we feel like most confident and most comfortable. And I feel like so many people aren't that way. Like, most people prefer to have like their hair down. But I love it, but obviously you have to put product in it, so that's why like I don't do it every day. Anyway, whilst I was out this morning, let me just take my slippers off, because when I freshen up this floor, they're a bit like sticky. Yeah, when I was out this morning, I had a couple of deliveries, so I thought we might as well do a haul as part of this, considering we're only spending the day together. I did an ASOS order, albeit only a small one. And I also did an order from End Clothing. And I actually recently got my managed to get my Sporty and Rich Adidas collab trainers from End as well. So they've got like good stock of stuff, to be fair. But all of this box, like the whole thing in here, is Skims, because I kind of got wind a couple of weeks ago that they had a Skims sale on End Clothing. And I kind of like quickly browsed but never ordered anything, and then not last night, the night before, I was like, Joe, I'm actually going to go and see what they've still got left, if anything. So I just went on the sale, filtered it down to Skims, and then saw like what bits they had in like sizes that I would get, and I got a bit of a hefty Skims order. So when you see this vlog, I think the sale will still be live. So if you are a Skims lover, Skims wearer, End Clothing right now have got quite a lot of discount on Skims stuff, so I'll show you what I picked up from there. Before we get into it, actually, let me just quickly show you this. How random that I was, for the past few weeks, talking about Beauty of Josian, and then they sent me the most gorgeous, they got my address from my management, and they sent me the most gorgeous PR package, because they were aware from the vlogs like how much I've been enjoying the products. And how funny, because I was showing you them in Boots in last week's vlog. But is this not the prettiest little PR you've ever seen? I mean, I can't really close the box, but it was like half a rabbit's face, and then it said Beauty of Josian, and then I opened it, and it's just like all the pastel-y vibes. Oh, what a rice surprise, because obviously that's like the theme. But gorge, and all of our favours are in here. I've also got the glow mask, which I haven't tried, and the cleansing balm that I haven't tried from them either. All the other things that I use and know. But look how cute these stickers are. But like, what do I put them on? Because I used to have stickers on my laptop, and then I got rid of the clear case that the stickers were on. So I don't know, do I put them on the skincare? Is that like what it's there for? I don't know, but how bloody cute. Ooh, excited. What shall we start with? So I wanted to buy this around the time of my birthday. My boyfriend and I were shopping in Selfridges and I ended up buying, you probably saw, the Sporty and Rich co-ord, which was like sweater shorts and a sweatshirt. It's in like a lemony colour. I ended up wearing it to the airport when we went to the south of France. Anyway, when I was buying that, I was either going to get that or this pink Skims tracksuit. Now they didn't have the joggers in stock on end, they were sold out in my size. But I thought I'd pick up the sweater anyway because it's just a nice little throwover even for like Pilates or something. So it's this gorgeous pink colour. Oh, I just remember seeing it in store now. And to be honest, I would have got a large. I think I got a medium, did I? I got a medium and it's in colour Barely Pink. I feel like they are a small fit. That's the only thing with Skims, like the oversized stuff isn't as big as like what I would normally go for. But I do feel like, to be fair, that will actually be perfect because if I'm going to wear it like over Pilates fits, then I don't really want it to be like majorly oversized anyway, because I want the band to like sit there so it like folds over. But look how gorgeous the detail is, because on the sleeve here it's got like an embossed like Skims logo. How gorgeous is that? Basically I paid £280 for this, all of this Skims stuff, which is actually insanely good. All of like the tight stuff in Skims, like my dresses that I've got and like the other tops that I've got, I always get an extra small. I like things to be skin tight, so that is why I get an extra small, even though they look absolutely tiny when they're off. I think this is in shade Soot, so it's like a between dark grey and black. It's like a charcoal colour. And I just love like the Skims detail on all of like their vests and stuff. Fits everybody, long sleeve crew neck bodysuit, extra small in shade Onyx, which is their black shade. Onyx is like one of their core colours, the same as like sienna, sand, so on and so forth. And I've already got these, a couple of these in like different colours. I actually think I have a black short sleeve one. I just got this long sleeve one while it was in the sale for winter. Very basic, but just perfect. Absolutely perfect. Just to wear like jeans, leggings, it literally goes with absolutely anything and everything. On to this now. So this is the Skims Soft Lounge Zip Up Hoodie. Now they had an extra small and a small in this, but it said the model was wearing a small and she was smaller than me and it was tight on her. So this Soft Lounge rib is the same fabric as the dresses that I wear, you know, the black, the brown and the grey one that I literally wear on repeat, and they're all in an extra small. But I'm thinking because it needs to go like over my arms because it's a hoodie, then maybe I would size up to a small. To be honest, I had both in my basket and then I was like, actually you won't end up sending one back, so just pick a size and go with it. So I got the small. Oh my god, the fabric is to die for. It's very 90s, very like Step Up. That's what it reminds me of, you know, that movie, because it's like a skin tight cropped hoodie. But even just with like super baggy jeans, I feel like this will look really fucking cool. So let me try it on. Maybe actually this is fine because it's a bit pulley. Oh, that's because of my boobs. But how cute. Oh, are you kidding, guys? How much was this? This was £42. That's quite a lot off. Like, I don't know how much they are, but the Soft Lounge like rib is like the Skims like most popular range. Okay, so a couple of other things that I bought, which are, if you know the Skims pyjamas that I live in, the like grey baggy ones with like the Skims band, very similar to Calvin, but not. They had a couple of the short version of these, Skims Boyfriend Loose Boxer Short in small. I always go for a size small in these because it's funny because they literally look like you've took your dad's extra large boxes out of the bloody wash, but they are so bloody comfortable. Like, I literally cannot even explain to you how comfortable these are. They've got like the Skims detail here. These are purely for pyjama purposes, guys, by the way. And then I also picked the same up in grey because how gorgeous. And finally, we've got a whole tracksuit that I actually managed to get my hands on, still in stock in my size in the sale. So this is basically exactly like the pink sweater that I just showed you. It's in this gorgeous oatmeal colour. What's it called? Heather Oatmeal. Skims Cotton Fleece Crew Neck. So I've got a medium again in this. What a bloody gorgeous colour. I mean, it is giving day release a little bit, but I feel like I can rock it. Oh yeah, they've got a drawstring. They fab. Oh, they're so me. They are so me the way they've got the thin band. This is what I much prefer about a drama, like this kind of band. Oh yeah, perfect. They are bloody lush. I'm obsessed. I'm only going to show you the Skims tracksuit on if you're all willing to ignore the chaos that has unfolded behind me during this haul. But look how insane. the floor, the dog, the fact that that's my trousers that I literally just took off. But how gorgeous. So this will be the same fit as the pink one. I love it. The fact that I got this in the sale, like ready for like autumn winter, I'm so happy with that. Small in the joggers is actually absolutely fine. I've had to tie them a bit, and I feel like if I got a medium it would have looked a bit like I'd shit myself basically in the bum, because there would have been too much fabric. So even though they're a lot skinnier than what I would normally wear in a jogger, I feel like they're really nice. And this colour, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Like, look at the marl in it. It's dinner time. Sorry, my brother's got the air fryer on. This is actually something I made last night. So I put it in the slow cooker yesterday for last night's dinner, and I had half last night and I'm having half tonight. And I am such a slow cooker stan. I'm a slow cooker gal, and this is my favourite Thai recipe that I make in the slow cooker. I am however just adding, that's why the spinach looks great, because I just added a bit more in, because, you know, I love to get my iron in, and also this helps out a little bit. I think when I do my like what I eat in a day style stuff, I will give you some recipes for like slow cookers, and you can just keep it in the inside pot and then just reheat it in here the next day, so it's super handy. I have it with one of these, which is just the perfect size pot of rice, because the Uncle Ben's bags are just too much for me. Like, I have to have them over like 2 days, or like it's just a bit too much, whereas these are perfect. They're very compact, but it packs out to be a little bit more. But this is what I'm having for my dinner. I think we spoke about this before, but could anyone else just eat plain white rice until the cows come home? Because I am addicted to this. Look at that, low calorie, high protein Thai goodness. For dessert, I'm going to have a Little Moon. I actually prefer these brown butter caramel ones to the cinnamon ones, which I know is saying something, but these, like, the cinnamon ones aren't cinnamony enough, and these are just like all of the right flavours for me. But guys, you know, you might leave them out for 5 minutes before you eat them. I feel like that's why people don't like them, because they're like, I don't get it. But wait for the dough to go a little bit soft, because that is when they are a dream. Favourite time of day. Our favourite time of day. Skin, pyjamas, well, compression. This one's quite tight actually. I've not wore this one in a while. And bed. And do you know what, it's 8:45? And one thing I'm going to say to you darlings is, don't ever let, in your 20s, you enjoying the quiet moments and the little things, never let anyone tell you that that's strange or boring, or you like being in your own company for all of those things. Because honestly, that's just like, this is contentment to me. Is anyone else the same? Like, sitting here of an evening, albeit having you guys as company, but on my own, me and Monkey, of course, who's much more relaxed tonight than he was last night, now that he's had a poo-poo. But yeah, these are just the moments that I live for. I just love like the quiet moments in life, like just sitting here chilling, Freddie's getting to bed, put Love Island on in the background while I'm reading my book. Like, I just love it. I literally love it. Anyway, I have just used this for the first time. It is the Beauty of Jason Radiance Cleansing Balm, and to be fair, for a cleanser, it's given such a nice glow, and my skin feels super clean, you know, when it just feels really clean. And I absolutely love all the Beauty of Josie packaging. At this point, this channel's just a Beauty of Josie fan club, but look at this, for a cleansing balm to come with the little spatula thing. And that's good, because it's almost like you know you're using the right amount, if that makes sense. I am going to tonight use one of the Cosmetic consult pads, because I feel like my skin needs it. Just got rid of everything that was going on here, and now it's on this side, can you see? Crazy, but it's definitely hormonal. I was actually just on FaceTime to my mum, and we were talking about it, and like, of all of the problems I've had in my life, like, skin has never been one of them. Like, excuse me? Yeah, skin has never been one of them, so we're convinced that it's definitely hormonal, like getting my periods back and taking like hormone supplements, fertility supplements, blah blah blah. Like, it could all just be hormonal, you know. So I feel like my skin really needs this little miracle pad tonight, so we're just gonna go in with that after I've cleansed, and then let the juices do its thing overnight, and hope my skin starts to clear up a little bit. It's annoying because I feel like by the time this clears up, like, my period will be back again. I've got mint and fresh lemon, and if that isn't aided digestion in a mug, I don't know what is. Anyway, when I was on the phone to my mum talking about my skin, I was just saying to her, I was like, so there's a procedure that I've been looking into. She was like, right. Bearing in mind, you've got a mother who is 61 and looks as amazing as she does, who's never had any work done, and then you've got a daughter like me who's 31, got my first cosmetic surgery at 18 as soon as I was of legal age when it comes to stuff like that. But like, my mum's very much like aging gracefully, all that. And you know, you do you boo, she looks incredible for it, and maybe one day it will all come out that we shouldn't be messing with our bodies and stuff. However, I have been looking into a procedure called, I think you pronounce it, buccal fat removal. It's basically where you have like, it's done under local, I believe. You can probably pay to have it done under general, but apparently you can do it under local. I mean, I'd rather be put under general, but we'll see. And it's basically fat removed from this section of your mouth. I can't do it and talk at the same time. I like her. It's not cheek fat, it's like inner cheek fat. It's like the skin in there. So they basically like make incisions, and it's like gristly fat, like, you know, the grubby bits we all cut off our chicken. It's basically like that. That's what they come out of your face with. So yeah, I've been looking at that, and I also have been looking at there's like a gym girlie that I follow called Courtney Hubbard. She's just had it done, not long had it done, and she said it's literally changed her, like, how she feels about like her face from the side. And I think Olivia Atwood's had it done. It's where they make a small incision here under your chin and go in with like a lipo type thing. So it's something that's like, I don't know, let's say like makeup brush size, for example. And it goes in and it sucks out like the Hoover off the Teletubbies, basically. Those are the two things. Actually, I'd also like a blepharoplasty as well, but that's something I've spoken about before, so let's allow that. If I could have like those three things done, buccal fat removal, I don't know what this is called, but basically like mini lipo on your chin, and then like blepharoplasty. That is something I spoke about for ages. I am a hooded eye girly, guys, and all the women in my family are, and I feel like maybe as I get older it's gonna just get worse, and like obviously where your Botox starts to wear off kind of like lowers your brow a bit, and I feel like maybe I'd need a bit more of a permanent solution, maybe like removing a bit of the upper eyelid and then like a bit of a brow lift. I'm not saying right now, but I think if I was to do something to my face, I'd try and get as much of that done in one go as I possibly can. I feel like people are having facelifts like so young now, which is crazy. But it's weird that I'm on this subject really, because I was catching up with Nip Tuck today, Ashley and Lauren's podcast. Ashley being Cosmetic Consult, and then, well, both two gorgeous friends of mine. Adore their podcast, really makes me miss sitting down and recording, but I've listened to their pod forever, and obviously Nip Tuck, the nature of it was originally cosmetic surgery and that kind of thing, and there was like a open discussion on there, as there always is, about Ozempic and I think like BBL and like surgeries that people are having after Ozempic. And I think I spoke about this maybe last week or the week before, but like the whole Ozempic thing literally makes you feel like you should be on it, because like everyone is, and I know that sounds wild, but like this is why I talk about things that I am either having done or had done or like interested in doing, because I just think like for transparency, you don't have to share everything, right? But I just feel like so many people are on the like skinny jab or whatever it's called more than you realise. Like honestly guys, more than you realise. And I don't know if that's like crept in a bit with me recently, of thinking like, why are they like looking so good so quick? Do you know what I mean? And like there's people I know who have struggled to lose weight for a very long time, a very, very, very long time, and I'm presuming that they're now on Ozempic. I don't know for a fact, but like, you know, you see bruises and like all of a sudden drastic weight loss, and like they don't really want to talk about it and all that kind of thing. So yeah, I feel like honesty when it comes to stuff like that is the best policy, personally. And surgeries, like there's nothing wrong. Like if you want to pay to change something about your body within reason and you have the means to do it, like there's nothing wrong with it. But like I do feel like it's great to share those experiences. You know, I don't think it's a bad thing to share, but I know like there's people speculating about Molly May having had surgery, I don't know, last year or whatever it was, and like she's never really admitted it or denied it. She's never confirmed or denied. But yeah, Ashley was saying on the pod that so many people are booking in now for like mini BBLs and also bum implants, because Ozempic is basically not eaten away. I don't know how it works, I don't know the ins and outs. I know it suppresses your appetite, I know that much. I don't know how it works with like the fat loss thing, but I'm guessing it's just because you're not eating maybe. But yeah, she was saying something to do with Ozempic and the fact that people are like losing muscle mass because of the fact that they're not eating, so like losing their bum and that kind of thing. So obviously the gluteus maximus is a muscle. And like now people are booking in for things like bum implants and stuff because of the repercussions of taking Ozempic. And that's just wild, isn't it? Like, I literally go to the gym to like try and grow. It's just mad. And then on the other hand of it, another lovely friend of mine, Holly Hagan, who you may know as Holly from Geordie Shore, me and her met through the fitness industry actually, when we both started getting into fitness around the same time, and we met through a PT that we both know. I think she's one of the best people for like honesty. She's actually been talking to a surgeon recently about BBL removal because she had a BBL like way back when, and like now since having like Alpha Jack's her son AJ, and now obviously runs a fitness app with her husband Jacob. She has a completely different view. Like, all it took was education, and she'll openly admit that, but she has a completely different view on like what goes into her body, like how to manage, you know, exercise and weight and all that, and like she's so clued up now. And with that obviously in turn comes a lot of learning curve about body image and stuff. And yeah, she spoke to because she still gets like comments about her body and stuff, and she spoke to a surgeon about having like BBL reversed. Basically the surgeon recommended, you know, if you're going to have more babies, maybe wait until then, and then they can go from there and see like what position she's in like afterwards and like how she is with her body. But she just said like, I cannot stress enough, like do not have a BBL. And like, I kind of knew like when BBLs were a thing that it was going to go this way, because she said like she really just regrets it and wishes she never did it, which is wild. But I think it's like BBL and like bum implants, like maybe on like the more extreme side of surgery. You know, one thing I will say to like back myself when it comes to like cosmetic surgery is that I had my first boob job at 18, right? I started saving for it when I was 15 years old because I knew I was going to want one. I knew it. Like, ask my mum, ask my dad, like anybody, I knew I was getting that boob job. Literally booked it while I was still in sixth form, like ready for the 6 weeks holidays, like when we broke up. And that was at a time where I didn't have Instagram. Like, I think I barely had Facebook then. So, you know, the world was so different then, guys, compared to what it is now. It's actually crazy. But like, it was never an effect of like external factors for me. It was something that was like genuinely an internal thing, something I've thought about for a long time. And then obviously just more recently, those things need to be renewed and so on and so forth. So I do think like I'm kind of glad like I had surgery from a place that it was more like doing something for myself as like an internal factor, rather than now like comparison being like the thief of joy and like how I feel about ourselves. I'm the perfect example of that because of how I've been feeling for the past few weeks. So yeah, just wanted to say my piece on that while I'm getting ready for bed. Oh my god, what time is it? Oh my god, it's 9:04. Oh, I've done this video call off Edwards.
Hi.
Hey. I can't see
okay?
you. I'm literally vlogging. Say hi to the vlog.
Oh, hey, vlog gang.
Hey, vlog gang. You okay?
Could you pause vlog gang and get SOS out?
Oh, pause vlog gang, SOS help, be right back. Okay, we're back. Sorry, sometimes she just needs girl talk, boy talk, SOS with your bestie. But anyway, I am going to round up the vlog. Oh, I just dropped my cardboard off my tea bag in the thing. Isn't it funny that I literally have this tattooed on my arm? Wait. Oh, other arm. Crikey says what I know about my tattoos. God, that's a good few years old now, that tattoo. I want to say probably like 7 or 8. But yeah, I'm going to round up the vlog here, guys. I'm going to get my gym stuff out ready for the morning, set my alarm, put my phone on charge, leave it on the side. Oh, I need to put my Apple Watch on charge. Bumper's already out for the count. And yeah, I'm going to round up the vlog here. Sorry it's not been like a full weekly diaries and I've not been able to pick up the camera more than one day this week, but I hope you've enjoyed the day together nevertheless. Anyway, gorgeous people, thank you so much for joining me as always, and I will see you all in next Sunday's vlog. Bye!